Taong 2009, matatandaan, tinungo ng grupo ng bitag ang Vallejo City, California upang alamin ang batas ng Amerika laban sa sex offender o ang Megan's Law. Unang araw ng investigasyon, isang Pinoy sex offender ang sorpresang pinuntahan ng Vallejo Police kasama ang bitag. Matagal na itong hindi nagpapakita sa mga otoridad.
Napaso na ata, hindi pa nagpaparegister kaya binibisita na sila ngayon.
Ang isang sex offender ay may responsibilidad na mag-update ng records sa kanilang probation officer bilang kasunduan sa kanilang pansamantalang kalayaan. Subalit, ang Pinoy na si Atienza lumabag sa kasunduan. Hindi na siya nakipag-usap sa Vallejo Police. Ayon sa kamag-anak, umuwi na raw si Atienza sa Pilipinas.
Been deported, so he's now living in your country. And if he comes back to our country, then he gets arrested and charged federally. So that's what happens.
Tuluyan na nito tinakasan ang buhay ng isang sex offender sa Vallejo City, California. Sa South San Francisco Police Department sa California, masigasig na nag-imbestiga ang bitag sa kasong Pinoy Most Wanted na si Virgilio Teruel simulan taong 2010. Embezzlement o pagnanakaw ng malaking halaga ng pera sa kanyang pinagtatrabahuan ng kumpanya ang kaso ni Teruel. Tinaguri ang isang Most Wanted si Teruel at hanggang sa kasalukuyan na pinaghahanap ng mga pulis sa South San Francisco.
If the NBI contacts us and requests a copy of the warrant be sent to them, we are willing to do that. We want to bring this man to justice.
Subalit tumakas rin pabalik ng Pilipinas upang pagtaguan ang kanyang ginawang krimen.
Ako may mayroon dito eh. Pwede ba to? Kaya walang gagamit, wala rin gagamit ito. Pare-parehas tayo.
Dalawang kasong hinawakan at inimbestigahan ng bitag, parehong kasong mabigat na krimen sa bansang Amerika. Ang mga Pinoy na suspect, matakasan lamang ang parusa ng batas, tumakbo at tuluyang nagtatago sa ating bansa hanggang sa ngayon.
So napakaluwag nilang nakakapagbuhay dito ng maayos at tinatakbuhan nila ang kanilang responsibilidad doon sa kanilang pinanggalingan lugar sa ibang bansa. Kung meron man silang nilabag na batas, pagdating dito, hindi sila sakop ng batas.
Nagagawang magtago ng kriminal, partikular ang mga sex offenders sa bansang Pilipinas dahil sa madaling pagkuha ng dual citizenship sa ating bansa. Ito yung butas ng ating batas na kumakanlong sa mga kriminal mula sa iba't ibang bansa sa mundo.
Republic Act 9225, sa batas na yan nakasaad na ang any natural-born Filipino citizen who was naturalized in a foreign country may apply for citizenship retention and reacquisition. Yun lang po ang ini-implement ng Bureau na requirements. Unfortunately, wala kaming kapangyarihan para to look into those issues.
Ngayon, muling tumulak ang bitag sa Amerika para magsagawa ng isang investigasyon. Ang Daly City, California ang naging panukat ng aming grupo. Ang Pinoy na si Lieutenant Julian Agustin, isa sa pinakamataas na opisyal ng Daly City Police Department ang mismong humarap sa bitag. Ipinakilala niya sa bitag ang dalawang detectives na humahawak ng mga kaso ng mga sex offenders sa Daly City. Sina Detective Ron Harrison at Detective Pete Nelson. Sex offenders ang tawag sa mga individual na sangkot sa mga krimen na may kinalaman sa pang-aabusong sexual, lalong-lalo na sa mga minor de edad. Kinakatakutan at iniiwasan, markado habang buhay ang sex offenders sa bansang Amerika. Di tulad ng mga parolado o lumayang individual na may kasong pagpatay o pagnanakaw, mas mahigpit ang trato ng mga law enforcement agencies laban sa mga sex offenders. Dahil sa pinaiiral na batas sa Estados Unidos laban sa kanila, ang Megan's Law. Ang Megan's Law ng Estados Unidos ay naisabatas at naipatupad simula noong 1996. Ang batas ay nag-ugat sa kasong panggagahasa at pagpatay sa 7 taong gulang na si Megan Canca. Ang suspect sa panggagahasa at pagpatay sa biktima, isang sex offender na kapitbahay lamang nila. Dahil dito, isang hakbang na pag-iingat ang itinulak ng mga magulang ni Megan upang pag-ingatin ang bawat komunidad sa mga sex offenders na paggala-gala lamang. Sa ilalim ng Megan's Law, tungkulin ng gobyerno na ipaalam sa publiko ang paglaya ng isang sex offender. Obligasyon naman ng isang sex offender na ipaalam sa otoridad ang lahat ng impormasyon ng kanyang pagkakilanlan, maging ang lugar na kanyang tinitirhan o bagong tinutuluyan. Sa ganitong paraan, nagbibigyan ng babala ang publiko ukol sa paninirahan ng isang sex offender sa kanilang komunidad. Ipinakita sa bitag ni Detective Ron Harrison ang record ng lahat na sex offenders sa Daly City.
Can anybody in the community look at the website of Megan's Law if the neighbor just moved in? It's possible sex offender. Is that a way to check?
Yes, yeah. It's all public information. So once you jump on the website, it tells you where the person lives and what his conviction was.
Lahat sila bantay sarado ng Daly City Police. Ayon kay Detective Harrison, sa website ng Megan's Law matatagpuan ang lahat na mahalagang impormasyon may kaugnayan sa isang sex offender. Ang lahat ng ito may tuturing public information.
What Megan's Law will do, it will show you a photograph of a convicted registered sexual offender. It will tell you the type of crime that he has committed in a general sense, such as a crime against a child under the age of 14. And it will sometimes give you the actual address where that person resides, and sometimes just give you the general area. You can actually look at a map of the community or the city that you live in, anywhere in the United States, and see a little dot for every registered sexual offender that lives in your community. And what that does is it causes awareness of the fact that you know that this person is in your community. You're going to protect your children accordingly. You're going to make sure that they're not in the area where this person frequents. Because I think knowledge is the best thing to fight sexual child abuse. And if you are armed with the knowledge of who lives in your neighborhood and who poses a danger, it helps you maneuver and go through your lives with your families without any problem.
Noong araw na iyon, 3 Pinoy na sex offenders ang nakatagdang bisitahin ng Daly City Police.
Okay, kalalabas lang namin sa Daly City Police Department at sinusundan namin itong sasakyang pula sa harapan namin, mga detectives. Assigned sila under Megan's Law. So, isa doon sa mga cameraman ng bitag nandoon kasama nila. Susundan natin dahil ang bibisitahin nila mga sex offenders, mga Filipino, 3.
65 is going to be right up over here. 45. I think that we will pull right up in here. And there's 65 right there. Okay. Yeah, there's kids, so.
Iba ang batas sa bansa ng Daly City, California, USA. Pero nandito ngayon ang bitag nag-iimbestiga sa kaso ng mga sex offenders sa Daly City. Target namin yung mga Filipino sex offenders na nasa listahan ng Megan's Law sa Daly City. Kaya ito sinisilip natin. Yung cameraman ng bitag nasa baba lang, hindi pwedeng umakyat, pero naririnig yung usapan sa pagitan ng sex offender na Filipino at yung 2 detective kasama yung police sa itaas ng bahay.
I'm Detective Harrison. We're doing compliance checks to make sure that everything's going okay for Chris. We're not only doing it for Chris, we're checking like all the people that have to register. Where's Chris working at right now?
Quick Silver Town.
So he's in San Francisco?
He's in San Bruno.
Oh, he's in San Bruno? Is there any way that I can talk to him real quick?
Well, he's a chauffeur, so he's with clients every now and then, and
Yeah, I just want to kind of check out his job history and make sure that we have all the right information for him. Yeah, just tell Chris that Detective Harrison from the police department just to call, and then we'll just want to update his registration status.
Kahit na 20 years ago pa yung kaso mo, kapag ikay sex offender, nakaregister ka dapat. Mahirap ang isang buhay ng isang sex offender kasi dala-dala mo na yung tatak na yan na lagi kang nasa listahan na mga police, in this case, in Daly City.
So basically, the registrant here has he has a new job that we don't know about. He's driving a limousine in San Francisco. So we're going to have him come down tomorrow so he can give us his new job information, just so we have a record of it. Everything else looks actually really good in the house. It's nice and clean, and the family is very cooperative. So we're going to go on to the next location.
Susunod na bahay na bibisitahin din itong mga operatiba ng Daly City Police na ang hawak ay Megan's Law, mga sex offenders, ay Pilipino ulit. I hope na makita natin sa distance lang, malayuan. Pero yung isang cameraman ng bitag, kasama ng mga operatiba, so tayo mag-aantay lang sa labas ng sasakyan.
There we go, 278. He's right here.
So this is the individual that's the Christian,
All right.
a Christian fellowship.
Okay.
So he may be the good one to ask to do.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll follow.
Okay. Hi, I'm with the Daly City Police. Is Edgardo here? Can I speak with him, please?
I'm sorry, you know.
He's not in any trouble. We're just doing compliance checks. Hi, Edgardo. Hi, I'm Detective Harrison with Daly City Police. How are you? Just making sure that your registration's all good and everything's looking fine. We're just making contact with all 290s in the area. We came by your house and you're actually not home now. Is there any way you can come by that we can chat with you a little bit? Are you able to come back, or are you busy right now? No, I was going to chat with you and make sure everything's okay at your house, that's all. But if you're busy or not able to, that's fine. Obviously, you live here. Your daughter's confirming that. All right, thank you very much, sir. Bye-bye. He said that he's doing fine. He's deep in San Francisco at his work. He takes Caltrain home, and he won't be home till after 6. But as you can see, he lives here. He's been complying with his registration. He last registered a couple months ago, and he's not having any difficulties with anything. He's still involved with his ministries.
Is he active still with the ministry?
Yes.
It appears that he is.
I've seen a lot of Christian individuals, and they would take responsibility for their action.
Right.
Accepting that, and part of the process of changing. They're kind of like remorseful of what they did.
He started up the Christian fellowship after the incident.
This incident is been a while. It's been
All right.
several years
Yes,
in
yes, yes.
between, and he
Yes.
hasn't been in trouble since.
All right.
Yeah, we have after this we have 3 other stops. Okay, we're heading to Woodland now. Where we're going to check on the subject who, when he was in the United States military, he was a sailor. He sodomized another sailor, and he's been a sex registrant ever since. So we're going to go check and see if he's home today to determine that everything's okay with his registration. So it's just about a mile and a half down the road here. 55 and then 59. We'll be right here. Okay, let's go make contact, and then we'll let him know about Edgar.
Nasa labas lang tayo ngayon, nag-aantay tayo sa ating sasakyan habang pumasok yung mga dalawang detectives kasama yung isang police in Daly City at yung cameraman ng bitag. The usual, i-interviewin nila, titingnan, sisilipin yung isang sex registrant. Panghuli na tong sex registrant na to at Pilipino rin. So, yung isa at dalawa, kaninang binisita natin wala dahil nagtatrabaho. Maaga kasi, weekdays, kaya wala sila.
Hello! There may not be anybody home.
Subalit lahat sila wala sa bahay, kapwa nasa trabaho.
Let me try the phone number and see if anybody's home. Ballard me now. It's Detective Harrison, Daly City Police. We're doing compliance checks for 290 registrants in Daly City. Can you please call me at 650-222-9590? I would like to speak with you. Thank you. There's no one home at that residence. We left a message. Hopefully we'll contact him later. But we do have a registrant that's coming to speak with us at the police department and talk about his experience. His name is Edgar. Let's head on back and we'll meet the registrant that's coming to the station. All right.
Kinahapunan, isa sa mga Pinoy sex offenders ang nagtungo mismo sa Daly City Police Department upang mag-report.
Noong time na yun, I was a deacon ako sa church. Ang nangyari is that yung mga youth namin nagpunta doon sa bahay. Natutulog actually ako at yung aking anak na nandoon, maliit pa lang siya, sanggol pa lang. I think 5 months old pa lang. Nandito sa kaliwa ko at yung bata ay nandito sa kanan.
Sa salaysay ng subject, nag-umpisa lamang ang lahat sa isang biro. Subalit na uwi sa aksidenteng nadapian niya ng halik sa labi ang bata.
Tapos noon, habang natutulog ako, meron siyang nakita na yung kalbo ba, nababakla-bakla. Tapos, ginano niya yung ulo ko. Ilang beses akong ginanon, binibiro-biro ako. So sabi ko sa kanya, stop mo yan. Sabi ko sa kanya, gagantay ko sa'yo. Ako. Ginawa ko, tumayo ako. Tapos, di ba sa Pilipinas meron tayong yung binibiro natin ng mga bata. Hawakan natin yung kamay. Tapos kunyari, halikan natin ng ganun. Ganun nangyari. Yung isang ganun ko, yung giwas niyang ganun, nagkaano yung aming lips. Sabi ko, I'm sorry. Ginawa ko, tinakpan ko yung bibig ko para hindi ko na maano. Actually, kahit basahin niyo yung record, hindi ko siya hinipuan or anything. It was a mistake. In other words, isang biro na talagang pinagsisihan ko.
When was this? How long was this? This is what particular year?
1995, October 1995.
October 1995. So, anong feeling mo na ang stigma o yung tapak nandyan pa rin kahit na alam mo nagsisi ka na, nagbago ka na?
It hurts kasi ang number one na ano sa akin ay yung a lot of people knows me sa Pilipinas. Napakaraming nakakilala sa akin. Kilala nila ako, maski doon sa aming, kilala nila ako kung anong ugali ko. Tapos pagdating dito na pagbintangan ako ng gano'n, masakit.
Ang kaibahan niya sa iba pang mga suspect, tinanggal na siya sa listahan ng mga sex offender ng Megan's Law ng Daly City.
One of the things that I am thankful of is that although they know this, that I'm still registering as a sexual offender, my face is not anymore on the website. It's actually removed, and I was approved to be removed because my case is, is one of those that is not actually violent.
Subalit, hindi ibig sabihin ay lusot na siya sa batas. Kailangan pa rin siyang sumunod sa mga patakarang ipinatutupad ng mga otoridad sa mga sex offenders ng syudad.
There was one time na sabi ko, akala ko since nasa Daly City ako, kahit lumipat ako ng Daly City, parang magulo utak mo. Pag lumipat ako ng Daly City, hindi na ako magre-register. So nakalimutan ko mag-register. So I was arrested again for that and I was sentenced for 20 days lang. But after that, wala na. With all honesty, kahit dun sa Pilipinas, wala akong record. Hindi ako nag-drugs. I was even a scholar when I was in college. Dito lang, nung time niyan, kumbaga, isang pagkakamali na hindi dapat nangyari.
Kinabukasan, isang sex offender naman ang naninirahan sa Daly City ang dumating sa police station. Pinayagan ng Daly City Police Department maidokumento ng bitag ang proseso ng pag-iimbestiga at ang patakarang dapat ipatupad sa ilalim ng Megan's Law. Ang mga otoridad mahigpit at derechahan ng mga salita sa mga sex offender.
When was your last registration date? 5/13 of this year? You're from Daly City area?
From Geneva, San Francisco, but...
Oh, okay. That's where you grew up?
Nasa Daly City tayo. Ito yung mga trabaho ng mga sex offender operatives, mga detectives, Megan's Law. In-interview nila yung mga sex offenders, yung mga cases na kung saan may rape case, child molestation case, o yung mga indecent exposure kasama yan sa mga sex offenders. So, tinututukan ngayon ng ating kasamahan na isang cameraman nandun sa kabilang kwarto habang sinasagot yung interview ng mga detectives. Ganitong process dito. Ginagawa kapag ikaw may record, naka-register ka, pinapasok ka sa website. It's open to the public para makita kung sino may mga cases na sex offenders. Dahil kapag ikay nasa komunidad, karapatan ng mga mamamayan makapag-ingat, maalertuhan yung publiko.
Is this just like when I said Vacaville? I said, you need to go there and sign up. Then you just told me outside, yeah, you did that. And then in here now you're saying no. Dude, do you want to get off on the wrong foot with us? Each day that ticks by that you're not registered, and you're not going to be registered today because you didn't follow the directions I gave you. And here's the other thing, okay? You're going to listen for a second. When I ask you a question, I prefer to have an honest answer rather than here's your rap. This is your career of being arrested, okay? Do not screw around with me today.
Sa kausap na suspect, nasubok ang pasensya nila Detective Harrison at Nelson. Sa umpisa pa lang, ayaw na umamin ito sa krimen kanyang nagawa.
It says here, possession of a controlled substance, 2008, Redwood City. Arrested by South San Francisco, that's off something else. Were you not arrested for it? Dude, really?
Okay, but I'm saying that I don't remember all that, sir. I have a lot going on. Mom just passed away, so I don't remember like, oh, no.
You don't remember when you were arrested. The thing is, when we ask a question, more often than not, we're going to know the answer already. Okay? So, dude, just be truthful.
I am truthful. I just don't remember, sir. I'm not trying to get
Oh, do you have a medical condition that causes you not to remember anything?
No, I don't.
You don't. 2008, receiving stolen property. Another case, arrested by Pacifica. You forgot about that? Yeah, you know, I always forget every time somebody puts bracelets on me and I have to go to jail for a couple days or so. It's... Dude, really?
Kasalukuyang ginigisa, tinatanong ng detective itong sex offender nito. Mukhang nagkakaroon ng problema sa loob. Parang lumulusot, nagsisinungaling. Kaya parang iba na yung tono ng detective sa loob ngayon. Pinakikiramdaman natin yung pag-uusap.
How are we going to work this out? How are we going to work into a mutual understanding that I know you're not around and you're not screwing around with us? Dude, yeah, you know what? You can mince it every way, but when I ask you a question, I expect an honest answer. So far, you're not really fulfilling that agreement.
Matapos ang matinding tactical interrogation mula sa dalawang detectives, lumambot din sa huli ang suspect.
I give you some advice. When you reside in the city of Daly City, and whenever we have to talk to you in the future, that you're completely honest with us, because you're not an honest person. You are a sex registrant. You need to be on a straightforward with us, and then we'll just be all okay. Hey, dude, this guy's all right, Pete. Yeah. And then I don't have to frickin' get on you for this nonsense, dude. I got other stuff to do today. Get it together, or else you're gonna get violated. Okay? I don't want to violate you, but you're the type of guy that I'm gonna end up violating. You know why? You're not honest. You don't take any responsibility for anything, dude. I don't believe you. Come back tomorrow, have that stuff together. If not, you know, I'm gonna call, you got 5 days. You're gonna do what anyway? All right? All right. Come back tomorrow and bring the right stuff, okay? Oh, did you listen to that? Yeah. Okay.
Good. The way you see back to us, just in case.
Well, see, these guys want to pull faster and they don't want to take responsibility. He doesn't have the right paperwork.